Rise and grind, gearheads. It's time to get those cogs moving. Wake up and smell the bread. Get your astronauts to the shuttle. It's time for liftoff. Alright, you up? Good. Time to start the day. Wait, did you forget your morning routine? Oh, you don't have one? You just wake up and scroll TikTok, Twitter, or YouTube before you have to go to work or school? Unbelievable. I expected more out of you. It's alright though, there's no shame in not having a morning routine. I mean, my morning routine consists of waking up and then immediately going back to sleep. The day may be ready for me, but I definitely ain't ready for it. I'm hitting that snooze, you feel me? You ever wake up so comfortable that the mere thought of getting out of bed causes you to have severe mental contortions? You know what I'm talking about, especially when it's cold that morning. Getting out of bed becomes a test of mental fortitude as you fight the urge to stay under the covers. That mental gymnastics you have to go through to convince your brain that it's better to leave the bed is profound. I swear, if you hook me up to one of those machines that test mental strength and tested my brain when I'm trying to get out of bed in the morning, shit might start levitating like I'm 11 from Stranger Things. Point is, shit ain't easy. The people who do manage to get up early are on a different level entirely. Their strength is gathered by their habitual practices they execute daily. Every morning while the rest of us sleep, these people are up doing whatever they can to prepare themselves for the rest of the day. Their morning practices are more than habit, they are ritualistic. Without their morning routine, making it through the rest of the day would be near impossible. A good routine has power, and when it is implemented correctly, the possibilities are endless. For example, the coffee drinkers. These people are more attached to this beverage than they are to their own lives. These people are more hooked than crack addicts. If you get between them and their coffee, they'd get between a complaint and a manager, and probably ruin a barista's day. Coffee drinkers are up as soon as they can to get that first sip of dirty brown. Drinking coffee doesn't automatically make you a coffee addict. It's the persistence of coffee every single day. When they wear those shirts that say something like, "Coffee is in my veins," they mean that literally. They're ingesting more caffeine than they have in their body weight. I'm convinced they snort ground coffee beans if it meant getting that sweet hit of caffeine in the morning. Coffee drinkers are fiends for the beans, I tell you. The urge is strong, but it pales in comparison to the early rising gym rodents. Now, not all feral gym rodents occupy the morning, only those who are committed to insane gains. Like coffee drinkers, going to the gym doesn't automatically make you a gym rodent. Even going daily doesn't classify you as one. There's a certain threshold where a typical gym goer becomes a gym rodent. This happens when your lifestyle becomes the gym. At this point, you're canceling plans to instead be in the gym. Instead of hanging out, you want to work out. Friends aren't friends anymore, they're spotters. Any outside life you had is second priority behind gains. Protein is your caffeine, and you also want to inject it into your veins. When you go to the gym in the morning, you don't plan to leave until the next morning. Most people will stop once they lost their friends and family, but not these hustlers. They gave up everything for a little extra meat on their bones. And what is the reward, you may ask? Well, more gains, of course. More hustle, more muscle, baby. But sometimes a hefty portion of protein just isn't enough to satisfy one person, which leads us to a more ravenous group of individuals. We call these people the breakfast munchers. These individuals see sleep as a time machine to get to breakfast faster. When they get up in the morning, the first thing on their mind is a hot pan of bacon and a full cup of orange juice. These people will either make their own meal or go raid a restaurant for the goods. They're like the crooks of the morning, stuffing as much morning food down their gullets as humanly possible. Do not catch a breakfast muncher before they had their first meal, or you'll end up being the hefty replacement. If they miss the most important meal of the day, you'll be having the last meal of your life. They believe that breakfast is essential to human survival, and without it, we would be lost as a species. But even the benefits of breakfast can't compare to the dominance of yoga. Yoga posers are the engineers of the morning world, creating stances that have the power to save or end your life. As soon as you think you're safe, boom! They hit you with the bow pose and render all your melee attacks useless. You know not to mess with these people just based on their dominant stances. I mean, how can you even approach this and expect to win? Simple. You can't. Yoga posers are up in the morning practicing their stances that give them the power to get through the day. These poses are like the spirit bomb the way they absorb surrounding energy. The power of these yoga posers should never be underestimated. It is possible to become a yoga poser, but you must sacrifice the game. Only those who have sacrificed everything can gain the most elite powers. At this level, breakfast and coffee are not needed. You have elevated past the need of such mediocre sustenance. Even Gwyneth Paltrow and the rest of Goop couldn't stop you even if they tried. This power is strong, but when you combine 2 meals of the day, you get something even more diabolical. Brunch. People who don't get up early enough for breakfast, but are too hungry to wait for lunch, become a part of the brunch brigade. These individuals get their strength from the special brunch elixir called alcohol. This alcohol is served with no end in the form of bottomless mimosas. As these people drink more, they gain the strength to get through the rest of their very short day. Don't be fooled by the slurred speech and uncoordinated movements. These people can tank just about anything. The power of alcohol is strong in these people, and they usually use it to have fun. But get in their way and you'll wish you had taken a shot or two yourself. These are professional day drinkers. They have been practicing this art for a very long time. In the time period between breakfast and lunch, they reign supreme. Now there's one last type of morning person that I didn't directly mention, but are probably the most abundant in the world. This type of person savors the moment and indulges in the beauty of the morning like no other. That being the morning stock trader. I'm playing. That being the morning sleeper. Nobody can come close to the peace that the morning sleeper exudes effortlessly. These people marinate in their sheets and conserve all their energy for when they wake up. When they do wake up, they have the power of 10 men. No, 100 lions. They gain this power by sleeping in and forging meticulous plans in their head. They already know what you're gonna do next because they saw it in their dreams. If you try to approach these individuals while they're sleeping, they will unleash the wrath of the Shadow Realm onto you without hesitation. Repeat, do not wake these individuals. Their sleep is more important than your life. Trust me. Anyway, that's about all I have. Let me know what kind of morning person you are in the comments below. And besides that, like, subscribe, share, and see you next video. Peace.